Who was that one entitled sibling that you had to deal with? My parents always had a favorite, and it was not me. It was my little brother Timmy. I couldn't get lunch money without a 20-minute interrogation, but this kid had the full VIP treatment from birth, and the worst part was, he noticed. It started small. He'd sit on the couch and yell, "Get me a Gatorade," at my parents like he was flagging down room service, and my parents would smile and bring it to him. I told them that was insane. They told me he was young, that he'd grow out of it. He did not grow out of it. By 16, Timmy was walking around with my parents' credit card, telling people at school they needed to treat him better. He took my parents' car once with no license, just grabbed the keys and left. When I told them, my mom said, "He can do whatever he wants." I stood there for a second just to make sure I'd heard her right. I had. Then he started pointing it at me, started asking me to clean his room like I was on the payroll. Not asking, demanding. I'd look at him. He was completely serious every single time. At school, it got worse. He was cornering kids for lunch money, sending younger students to the vending machine like he had a whole operation running. And then one day, in a class we actually shared, I watched this kid climb on top of his desk, looked at the teacher and said, "I don't feel like doing this. Just give me 100 and we're good." The entire room went dead silent. He got detention. He did not care even a little. He walked out of that room like he just negotiated a business deal. I went home that day and told my parents. They said, "He's going through something," so I stopped saying anything. For a long time, I just watched it unfold and waited. Then one evening, my parents came to me, which almost never happened. They sat down, looking tired, and told me Timmy had burned through the entire monthly budget. Groceries were going to be rationed. I just looked at them for a second. This is what happens when you raise a kid like he owns the world. They said they were going to stand their ground, going to be firm. I nodded. Not 10 minutes later, Timmy walked through the front door and asked for mall money. My dad said no. I immediately got up and quietly moved to the hallway. Then the arguing started, back and forth, Timmy getting louder and more unhinged with every exchange. I stood in the hallway listening. Then I heard a slap. I came around the corner. My parents were on the floor. My mom said, "He can't be helped." I stood there for a second, started laughing. "I told you so for 16 years, but there's one solution and only I can provide it." My dad looked up. "What?" I walked down the hallway, opened Timmy's door, and punched the entitlement clean out of him. He woke up 4 hours later a completely different person.